But we serve a just God, and I rest easy in knowing that He's sovereign, but He's just. And so let the Lord handle that.
The banishment of Azazel, Saturn in pre-Islamic cultures. Section 3 from the Black Cube of the Lord. The following is an excerpt from the book The Black Cube of the Lord, Initiatory Writings on Saturn, Power, and the Descent of the Soul. This section examines the Saturnian archetype of exile, hidden power, and the esoteric role of Azazel, as revealed through ancient texts and initiatory tradition. And the Lord said to Raphael, bind Azazel hand and foot, and cast him into the darkness, and place upon him rough and jagged rocks, and let him dwell there forever, and cover his face, so that he may not see light. Book of Enoch 10:4-6. The exiled Lord of the Mountain. Few figures in myth carry as much apocalyptic dignity and rejection as Azazel. In the Book of Enoch, a text banned by most organized religion, but treasured by mystics and esoteric scholars, Azazel is singled out not merely as a fallen angel, but as the one who taught humanity the forbidden arts, the crafting of weapons, the painting of faces, and the science of seduction. Azazel, exiled to Dudael, a desolate wilderness in the desert, chained beneath jagged stones and watched by angels, is no mere villain. In Saturnian Gnosis, he becomes a cipher, a Saturnian mask cast across aeons. His fall is not a defeat, but a withdrawal into hidden power. The name Azazel is likely pre-Islamic in origin, from the ancient Semitic Azaz, strong, powerful, and El, God. Literally, God strengthens or strong God. Islamic lore would later identify Azazel with Iblis, the Shaitan who refused to bow before Adam out of pride and reverence for the divine fire. This figure has Saturn's fingerprints all over him: pride, rebellion, exile, endurance. Desert shrines and stone idols. Long before Islam rose in the Arabian Peninsula, desert tribes paid homage to planetary deities in the form of black stones, cultic cubes, and astral symbols. According to some historians, there were shrines dedicated to Saturn under his Chaldean and Nabatean names, including Kiwan and Mesopotamian name for Saturn. In Haran, a city infamous for its Sabian star worship, Saturn held an exalted, if fearsome, status. The planetary priests of Haran donned black robes during the night-long rites to Saturn, bearing sickles and burning resin in the deep bowels of lead. Al-Biruni records that Saturn's day was Saturday, still recognized. His color was black, his metal was lead, and his temperament melancholic and wise. The image of Saturn in the city of Haran was a man clothed in black, holding a sickle in his right hand and a black stone in his left. He sat upon a throne carved of lead and spoke no words. The priests would not look him in the eyes. Anonymous Sabian fragment, 5th century. These cults did not survive the rise of monotheism, but their echoes remain. Saturn became a demon. Azazel was imprisoned beneath the earth. The cube, long a symbol of enclosure and permanence, was inverted into a prison. And yet, in modern Mecca, one still finds a black cube at the heart of the ritual, a stone said to have descended from heaven. Whatever its true meaning, the form echoes down the corridors of time. The transfer of power. When the Temple of Jerusalem still stood, the Hebrews practiced the Yom Kippur rite, and in it Azazel remained. One goat was sacrificed to the Lord, the other was sent into the wilderness to Azazel, carrying the sins of the people. This was not a sacrifice in honor, but an acknowledgement. The goat was cast to the dark force, the Saturnian gatekeeper at the threshold between order and chaos. The goat shall bear upon him all their iniquities into a land not inhabited, and he shall let go the goat in the wilderness. Leviticus 16:22. The goat is each of us, sent, wandering, exiled, and Saturn under the name of Azazel, becomes not merely the prison keeper, but the watcher of the threshold, the one who sees. The Saturnian mystery, exile and sovereignty. Azazel, the exiled angel, Saturn, the exiled titan. These archetypes are not merely symbolic, they are echoes of initiatory truth. Both figures were dethroned gods, both once ruled and were cast out. But in their fall they did not perish, they became hidden, occulted, and therefore sovereign. In Saturnian gnosis, this is key. True sovereignty begins after exile, when one has been cast out from the solar order, the ego, the system, and stands in the darkness, unredeemed. Then the true work begins. This is why Saturn's tools are the sickle and the cube. One cuts away, the other imprisons and solidifies. Together they mark the tension between transformation and permanence. Azazel taught men to make swords and knives and shields and breastplates, and made them acquainted with the metals of the earth and the art of working them. Book of Enoch 8:1. Azazel is not simply a cautionary tale, he is the initiator. He gives the secrets, not out of evil but necessity. In the Saturnian frame, this is the beginning of self-mastery.